is you guys? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Nikki here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the best stocks. Well, the top 3 best stocks that I feel like you should put into your long-term portfolio if Trump wins this re-election. So let's get it. Alright y'all, so this is not going to be a political video. If you missed my other video about this topic, I made one talking about the stocks that I feel like you should add to your stock market portfolio if Biden were to win this election. I will leave that in the first comment down below, so make sure you check that out after you watch this one. But I do want to say this one, I feel like, personally for me, I feel more confident in these decisions. There are 3. 2 of them are just solid ass companies, okay? They're just solid stocks. They pay a great dividend. And there is one that I feel like is going to thrive if Trump takes office yet again. I know I said add them all to the long term. I probably would only keep this one the 4 years he was in term if I wanted to invest in it. It's not really anything that's been on my radar. It's not really one of my top stocks or priorities, but I do feel like it could be a decent winner if Trump stays in that White House. So you guys, let's go ahead, let's jump into the first one, a great one that I currently have in my portfolio that I will continue to add, and that is going to be JPM. Now, JPM is a financial. Obviously, I feel like it is one of the best financials. I personally have it in my portfolio. I love it, but there are 2 main reasons as to why I feel like this would be a solid play, honestly, truly, with anyone in the White House, regardless. But 2 reasons why under a Trump administration it should do pretty well. One being the corporate tax rate alone. Under Trump, it would be 4.1% difference in JPM's earning per share. It's no secret that the tax plans of these 2 candidates are very different, and that Biden wants to raise taxes, and he claims it won't be for anyone who makes less than 400K, and the big corporations are going to pay their fair share. Not sure if he's aware the kind of issues that would arise, but Trump alone would save JPM in that sense, and there would be a 4.1% difference in their earnings per share. Also, I did do some research, and apparently, you know, I haven't been in the stock game that long, hasn't even been a full year yet, but apparently the stock market tends to do better overall under a Democratic candidate, under a Democratic administration. But it does say that banks are the exception, and banks tend to do way better under Republican administrations. And that is because, obviously based on this article, it is because that Republicans tend to have lesser restrictions, lesser kind of regulations that companies and businesses and banks have to follow, and that's just kind of what they say. It makes sense in my brain, but all in all, you guys, I think JPM is solid, to be honest, under anyone, but definitely under Trump. And let's go ahead and pop it up on the screen for you so you can kind of see where it's at. All right, so you can currently see that JP Morgan is about $98. In the last year, it has fallen pretty greatly, what the hell, girl? Significantly. A lot from pre-COVID levels of around 130s, almost hitting 140s. I mean, it's down almost 22% the last year. In the last 5 years though, it is still technically up a pretty decent amount, but all in all, it is severely, I think, undervalued at this current point. But if we scroll down, obviously you can see I have a dividend coming in. Hopefully Robinhood and E-Trade get it together so this stuff is on my E-Trade account and not continually being put on my Robinhood account, y'all. Anyway, we can see that they have a 3.7% dividend. That is another reason why I absolutely love JPM. That dividend is beautiful. I mean, I'll give you a sneak peek here, but for 4 shares, almost $1 a share. Their PE ratio is under 13. Solid for a dividend play. I mean, honestly, I just think it's one of the best banks that you could put your money into. I personally have a credit card through them. I have my auto loan through them. So I do work hand in hand with JP Morgan, and I gotta say, it is one of my favorites. I got hella interest rate on that auto loan though. I was young, dumb, had hella credit card debt. JPM did not hook it up for that. Your girl paying too much. But that's okay. We might refinance, I don't know. So the next stock is one that has just been solid like basically forever. It's a blue chip in my eyes, and it is one that I feel like, even though has already grown a lot under Trump the last 4 years because of what Trump has done, I feel as though if Trump were to be here for another 4 years, it would continue to grow and be prioritized, and that is going to be Lockheed Martin. Now this, you guys, they do things, they make like military stuff, Black Hawk, helicopters, fighter jets, spacecraft. It's just very military and defense-based company. And because of that reason, right off the bat, it's just probably a better choice under a Trump/Republican administration, because Republicans tend to spend more on military. Like Trump has spent probably billions to be honest with you, but at least millions of dollars on more ammunition, tanks, helicopters, fighter jets, ships. Like he has been just making that shit rain, okay, for the military. All right, y'all, so as you can see here, LMT is currently pretty damn pricey. $351.41. The last year, it's only down 7%. Pre-COVID, it was hitting that 420, 430, almost 440 mark. I mean, this is not cheap, okay? It ain't cheap, I understand that. But overall, in the last 5 years, it's up 60%. Obviously, Trump has been in office for at least 4 years, so I think that has to do a lot with the price change over the last 5 years. If we continue down, we can see that PE ratio is 15, which is pretty solid, pretty good right there for a dividend company. That dividend yield is a 2.72. Love that. You can see their earnings have been better than estimates over the last few quarters, and I just like I said, this is solid. I mean, I feel like you almost can't go wrong with this. Another more cheap kind of option, I feel like, if you didn't want to go with LMT, would be something like an RTX or Raytheon Technologies. It's kind of in the same area, same sector, same industry, and it's way more affordable, and I really love that one too. I just wanted to pick a solid company like them because you can't really go wrong. It's just very stable and reliable, and that's very important. Plus, their payout ratio for their dividend is a 42%, which is awesome. Anything under 60 is go for me. I forgot to mention JPM's is like 48%, so that's so damn beautiful. I don't know if I'm gonna add it to my portfolio just because now that I'm in E-Trade, I can't do fractional shares. So I don't know if I wanna dump that much in there, but I'm going to continue to add onto RTX. But I think this would be a safer play. But you let me know down below what you think. Would you rather buy something like LMT or something like RTX? Let me know, because I think either one could be a winner in another Trump administration. All right, you guys, so this next one is, like I said, does not pay dividend. It's a little bit more risky, I guess. It's 100% growth. There's nothing like really, I don't know, I don't want to say stable, but in my brain, stable about it. It had an insane run up when the pandemic started. It's had an insane run down. Still up overall though for the year and even 5 years. But this one is a little bit of a, let's just say if you had a few couple $100s and you wanted to see what happened with it and really didn't care if you lost it or took a big chunk out of it, this could be one for you. It's a little bit more risky. It's a little bit more fun play, but something I think definitely under Trump is going to come back to life and do better, and for basically one big reason. But that company is going to be Twitter. Now you guys, Twitter, like I've said, I don't know how many times, y'all don't need to hear this again, but I personally don't think I would add it unless Trump won and it continued to get smacked down, because they are having that big tech issue, the lawsuit, the liabilities of censoring a lot of things, and that's a little wishy-washy. I do believe that's why it's been on a tear down. I say tear down, I mean, it's been like over 20% down in the last like day or two, so that is a lot, but overall it's still up a lot since pre-pandemic. But I think that alone, you don't really know what's going on with that. It could get a lot worse before it gets a lot better. That's why I think it's a little bit riskier. But here's the bottom line. I'm not gonna go into details about this company so much about like financials and stuff, but Donald Trump has brought more marketing and brand recognition to Twitter than I think Twitter could have ever done on itself. I mean, let's be honest. Everyone wants to complain about how Trump, you know, Trump's sitting on the toilet and he's tweeting away. And the fact people think he actually sends these tweets out himself blows my mind. But anyway, it's always about what Trump has tweeted. What did Trump tweet today? What did he tweet about crazy Nancy Pelosi, Sleepy Joe, Kamala, like all these people? Like, if it wasn't for Donald Trump, I don't think Twitter would have the name that it does. Secondly, in the same breath that Donald helps Twitter out in recognition, I think Twitter helps Donald out because he can tweet real news, okay? Not fake news, okay? He wants a certain thing said, he can tweet it on social media, and social media can push it out for him, because obviously the mainstream media is not really pushing anything except for bad things against him, and it's just a little weird, but it is a way for him to get what he needs out. And so it's like this symbiotic relationship. They both kind of low-key really need each other, as much as obviously they don't like each other. Because, I mean, literally, Donald Trump will tweet something and the stock market will crash almost instantly or jump up depending on what he says. I mean, he tweeted that he caught COVID, and literally as soon as that tweet came out, the stock market fell. Like, what? Like, he tweeted something about we need a bigger, better stimulus coming soon. Stock market went up. I mean, the power that Twitter and Donald have together is just so freaking, it's just, I don't even understand it. But with 4 more years of Trump, it's going to continue the same. It's a good buying opportunity right now because it's getting smacked in half. And especially if Joe Biden wins, nobody cares what Joe is tweeting. No, I mean, does he have a Twitter? Like, nobody cares. No, nobody, we don't care. So Twitter ain't gonna do mad jumps for Joe Biden. I mean, like, that's just do you think Twitter, you think Trump, you think Trump, you think his tweets. So I think these things really go hand in hand. If he wins, I think Twitter could be a good one. Do you guys agree with me on this whole Twitter thing? I don't know. It's just kind of, sometimes when you're investing in something, you have to look at the big picture. Financials are obviously important. I've said that a lot, but I've also said a lot that you need to focus on the company, the bigger picture, the influences, the whole damn enchilada. And it could be something I might try to write out if I had an extra $100, $200, which, you know, I don't really. So if you guys have made it this far in the dang video, you know I love you. I really do. I really love every single one of you that watched this far. It means so much. It helps me so much, and it just really helps this channel out, and I appreciate y'all just an unreal amount. But comment down below if you agree with my decisions, if you disagree with my decisions, how you think they match up with a Biden win. Like I said, that video is down in the first comments if you want to check it out and my take on that side of it. But also, you guys, just comment down below who you're voting for, because you know what, we close, okay? By the time this goes up, it's like the day before, so it's gonna be a wild ride. Buckle in, be careful out there, long-term invest. If you're trading, be careful. If you enjoyed the video, if you like hanging out with me, please hit the damn thumbs up. Y'all already know how much it helps us YouTubers out. It shows that we're appreciated, and I just really want to thank you in advance. Also, if you are not subscribed, what is you doing? Hit the red subscribe button down underneath the video below, or the NB in the bottom right hand corner. Join the crew. On this channel I post 2 videos a week minimum about money, investing, stocks, finance, just having a good ass time and making money, entertaining and educating y'all along the way. So if you're into that, or if you like hanging out with me, please consider subscribing. Oh, you guys, and also if you want to know what to do when the stock market crashes, go ahead and hit this video right here and watch that and let me know what you think. Like I say at the end of every single one of my videos, enjoy the journey, whatever your journey is. Always remember to do what sets your heart on fire. I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.